Poul Anderson, Snowball, written by Poul Anderson, narrated by Philip Chenevert. Snowball by Poul Anderson. This story was first published in Worlds of If Science Fiction, May 1955. Part 1. It did not come out of some government laboratory employing 1,000 bright young technicians whose lives had been checked back to the crib. It was the work of one man and one woman. This is not the reversal of history you might think, for the truth is that all the really basic advances have been made by one or a few men, from the first to steal fire out of a volcano to E=mc². Later, the bright young technicians get hold of it, and we have transoceanic airplanes and nuclear bombs, but the idea is always born in loneliness. Simon Arch was 32 years old. He came from upstate Massachusetts, the son of a small-town doctor, and his childhood and adolescence were normal enough, aside from tinkering with mathematics and explosive mixtures. In spite of shyness and an overly large vocabulary, he was popular, especially since he was a good basketball player. After high school, he spent a couple of tedious years in the tail end of World War II, clerking for the Army, somehow never getting overseas. Weak eyes may have had something to do with that. In his spare time, he read a great deal, and after the war, he entered MIT with a major in physics. Everybody and his dog was studying physics then, but Arch was better than average and went on through a series of graduate assistantships to a Ph.D. He married one of his students and patented an electronic valve. Its value was limited to certain special applications, but the royalties provided a small independent income, and he realized his ambition to work for himself. He and Elizabeth built a house in Westfield, which lies some 50 miles north of Boston and has a small college. Otherwise, it is only a shopping center for the local farmers. The house had a walled garden and a separate laboratory building. Equipment for the lab was expensive enough to make the Arches postpone children. Indeed, after its requirements were met, they had little enough to live on. But they made sarcastic remarks about the installment buying rat race and kept out of it. Besides, they had hopes for the latest project that there might be real money in that. Colin Calquin, professor of physics at Westfield, was Arch's closest friend, a huge, red-haired, boisterous man with radical opinions on politics.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?